finally on Friday, you're going to start getting into some actual math content. And this is where I want to explain kind of an overview of how you're going to do that. So here we go. It looks like there are a lot of topics here. Each bullet point is one topic in Alex. So let's look at Alex real quick. I'm going to show you my Alex account. Some of you have probably used it before and some of you maybe haven't. After you've taken your pretest, you're going to have a pie that looks like this. If you're in Algebra 1, there will be some different topics, but it's still going to be a pie that looks basically like this. And some of the pie slices will be filled in a little bit, and some won't be filled in at all. That just depends on how you did on the practice test and what they think you know. So you're going to have in Moodle a list of topics for the day. Ordering integers, plotting integers on a number line, absolute value of a number. There's several of them. Now, this is the Algebra 2 course we're looking at. And so those topics are all considered prerequisites. Those are things that you really should already have known from Algebra 1. If you're in Algebra 1, you'll have some prerequisite topics that you should have already known from pre-algebra or even from elementary school math. So some of these you will have already mastered. How do you know? Well, this is where it's going to be a little tricky at the beginning of the course because there's no way for me to know which ones you will do well on the pretest and which ones you won't. So I kind of have to list all of the topics that you might have to do, and you're going to need to find the ones on Alex that you need to do. So what I would do if I was doing this course is I would look at each topic, ordering integers. In Alex, if you click on this review button right here, click on review, and then it brings you to a list of things to review, but at the bottom of the list there will be a link that says click here for more review. If you click on that, it shows you all of the topics that Alex thinks you already know, or all of the ones that you did correctly on the pretest, or all of the ones that you have learned. So in this list, I can figure out which activities I have already done. So I can look on Moodle, I can say ordering integers, go back to Alex. Now, and if you type in Control F, if you're on a Mac, it's Command F. If you're on a PC, it's Control F. And I can type in ordering integers. It'll show me whether it's on the page or not. And if it's on this page, that means I've already mastered it. The next one is plotting integers on a number line. I can copy that, do Control F or Command F. I can search for that one. There it is. I've already done that. Okay, so that's an easy way to figure out which ones you need to do. So I would go at the beginning of the week and write down all of the ones that I'm going to need to do that week. That's the way I would do it. You can do it however you want. Another hint is here's the category of the pie that it'll be on, and it's in green. And if I go and look at my pie, that category, real numbers and linear equations, is in green. And so I can just hover over that and look for ordering numbers on this list. And obviously it's not there because I have completed this slice. So that's another way that you can look. Either way, whether the topics are on your list or not, you should continue on with what it tells you to do here. So if you have already mastered a topic and it's not on your list, you still need to do the practice activities. So if you already know how to order integers and how to plot them on a number line, you don't have to watch this video. You can skip the video. You can go right to the practice activity. Answer a few problems. You have to get 5 correct in a row, and then you're finished. Go to the next topic. So you'll notice for this day there are 7 topics. If you already know all of them, it'll just take you a few minutes to go through and try each practice activity. Get a few problems correct, and then that's all you'll need to do. Now, if there are some of these that are on your pie, meaning you haven't learned them yet, then what you're going to need to do is watch the videos, try the practice activities, and then do the problems in ALEX. So on this day, altogether there are 7 topics. If you are in Algebra 2, more than likely you know some of these, at least some of them. How to add with negative numbers, how to subtract with negative numbers, how to multiply and divide with negative numbers. You may have forgotten how to do it and gotten it wrong on the pretest, but more than likely you know how to do it and you can just go through this really quickly. Once you get to the end of the list of bullets, you can, you're finished for the day. This practicing here is where the teacher's going to enter your grade. So the last thing I want to mention is a lot of the topics have a PDF file linked that says read. In Algebra 1, pretty much all the topics do. In Algebra 2, not all of them do, but some of them do. If you are watching the videos and doing the practice activities, you should consider these files optional. You don't need to look at them at all. They have, they're from CK12, and it's basically like a textbook explanation of the same topics. It'll give you some information, it'll have some examples, and at the end it'll have some practice problems. A lot of times it'll have a link to a video. Sometimes it's the same video I've already showed you, and a lot of times it's a different one. You don't have to look at these ever unless you want to or you need additional support. They're basically optional. However, if you're going to be away from the internet, you're not going to have access for a while, it might be a good idea, or it is a good idea, to download these, print them out, save them, whatever you need to do, and you can use those to learn the topics, and then you can go into ALEX and complete them. Okay, that was a lot, but this is just an overview of the first week, and hopefully you'll have a better idea of exactly what to do.